everybody, and welcome back to Factory Reset channel. Today's chat, we're going to talk about training with women and tips for men on how to make it a more enjoyable session.
Yep. First tip, don't do it. Just absolutely don't. Go find yourself an all men's gym. What is the opposite of curves for all women?
I have no idea.
There's a curves Jiu-Jitsu gym for men. Go there. All right, go there. Don't even go into the class with women. It's just going to be a bad time for you. That's what it's going to be.
Well,
all right. No, so for real though, a lot of men we're used to in martial arts gyms working with men. Men are predominantly the main demographic that go to fight gyms. Okay, it's just the way it works. But as time has gone by, more and more women have been coming into martial arts gyms. It's becoming bigger and bigger for women to do, which is amazing. But men also have to understand that with more women coming in, we have to change not only our behavior a bit, how we train a bit, and also be a bit more courteous to individuals of the women type that are coming into the gyms to make it so it's a good space for them as well. It's something that we can all cohabitate and we can all work towards our goals together without getting in the way of each other. Because a lot of the times, especially with new demographics of women coming in, the goals aren't always the same.
Yep.
All right. So we have to understand that just like men in general, not every man's goal is going to be the same, but men and women, how we achieve those goals is also going to be different, all right, based on body types, physiology, and things like that. So the things that I want to start off with tactically is I want to have a little bit of an opinion on, from Cassie, being that you've done some martial arts, just a little bit, and CrossFit really doesn't have any kind of like overlap in this regard at all, because the women are primarily stronger than the men anyway. And you know, I'm just kidding. But in general, it's all individual based in CrossFit.
Correct.
So
you are the master of your own way.
You're a bunch of toddlers all just working out next to each other.
Correct.
But anyway, so it brings up the elements of what do you look for, or what are you concerned about when you first come into a martial arts gym and working with men?
So right now I've only done women's classes.
Okay, so you've completely discredited any of your opinion.
But I have done some training with you. And I think the main thing that I was worried about when I did some training with you was
how strong I am, how sexy I am, being able to not resist any.
Well, one, not knowing what I was doing. Like I was automatically in my head and judging myself and being just super harsh about the flow of rolling with you. Or
why does that matter with men though? Is that just in general, or is that something specifically because men are present where you wouldn't do that with women?
No, I feel like I would have done it anyways. But okay. I think that it was more prevalent with you because you know what you're doing.
Okay, a little bit.
Just a little, not
slightly.
Much.
No, just barely.
So I just felt very self-conscious of what positions I was putting myself in or needed to be in or needed to avoid.
So yours is more of just like a general fear of judgment.
Yeah.
Not necessarily having anything to do with gender specific.
Well, I think the other thing that also kind of hits hard for women is being in uncomfortable positions because human nature is very sexual. So it's like, oh, well, I'm in this weird position with this guy that I'm training with, and I don't know him. Mm-hmm. But when you go into the martial arts training area, like that's, for the most part, that's not on your guys' forefront. Like you're not trying to be like putting somebody in a weird, uncomfortable position. I mean,
it shouldn't be. If it is, don't come to my gym.
I mean,
if that's your goal, like
yeah. I mean, not
get the hell out.
Like you're not trying to be sexual. I know you're trying to put them in uncomfortable and awkward positions because you're trying to win the match, right? But it's not to be an asshole about the situation.
No, it's not. And there is overlap, right? So that you're going to be in positions where you might like name a time besides the bedroom that you're going to be in a specific position, and that's probably jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Right, with another individual. So it's the way it is. I mean, that's the nature of physiology of our bodies. Like, you use your legs to push somebody away, to control somebody, to break their arms and so on by wrapping it around an individual.
Yeah.
So it is going to be a little bit awkward at times when you're a female and you're trying to wrap your legs around a man. And same thing with a man being with a new female and her wrapping your legs around you. If you've never done this before, if you've never been a part of it, your only experience with a female, hopefully wrapping their legs around you, has been that situation.
Yeah.
And so there is some awkwardness to it.
Yeah.
At first. You get over that pretty quick, especially when that said female is also trying to choke you. I mean, unless you're into that, I guess. But
again, don't go to Rick's gym.
Yeah, don't go to my gym if you're into that. So it's an important aspect that you have to also consider. Is it's going to feel a bit awkward at times, but just ignore it, get past it. That's kind of what we want to do, because we don't want to make anybody uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You don't need to be trying to, at least until you've been there at the gym for a while, and then we'll banter back and forth and things like that, just to screw with each other. So a lot of guys will do it with other guys and stuff like that. Just
but you guys have known each other for a long
years, right? Yeah. I even had a funny story. I even had a girl one time. She was joking around, but I had her in a choke, and she goes, "Harder, daddy." And I was just like, God damn it. I let go immediately. I was like, what the fuck? And she started just laughing. And I was just like, you son of a bitch. It was like, it 100% got me.
Yeah.
I was just like let go, what the
Caught you off
guard. She was just laughing, and then she told a bunch of the other girls, and they were all freaking laughing at me. It was the worst. Anyway, she's kicked out of the gym. So
she's no longer welcome.
No longer in the gym. No, I'm just kidding. She's still there. But so you're gonna have those experiences, and they become awkward, but there is a time where you ignore these things, and then you get used to them, and it becomes something that doesn't bother you as much from that position. The other thing that you're going to have to get used to a little bit, just because it is the nature of this from men or women, is people are grabbing you.
Yeah. People
People are holding you. People are putting their hands on you. It's the nature of grappling. You can grapple without arms, do this, and be a fish or something. But it's something that you have to get used to. So having somebody's arms on you now, men, obviously there are appropriate ways to grab a woman. There are inappropriate ways to grab a woman as well that you're going to do differently with a man. I will 100% with another man post an arm on their chest. If they're trying to drive me in to get a choke and I am pushing off of them, I will 100% double fist some titties and push them away on a man. That is not something you do with a woman.
Yeah.
All right. Now, occasional incidental things like that will happen. Biggest thing to say is don't make it awkward. Don't be like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I grabbed you. I'm so sorry. I touched your butt." She don't care. She's trying to kick your ass right now. And if you stop and do that, it just highlights the situation. It makes it awkward for everybody. It makes her uncomfortable. It makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I've had literally a girl tap before by smacking my ass. And she was just like, "I'm so sorry." It's just she was stuck, whatever. Just
it was the choked. Only place
and
that
she just could. She just tapped with a hand, and it just happened to be my butt. I was just like, whatever.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Whatever. I didn't even notice. I mean, I've had guys do that too. And nobody says anything. I'm like, okay, who cares? You're trying to simulate, life and death fighting, right? In a way, not super hard, right? Not trying to kill each other, but and sometimes it is. Sometimes we push it pretty hard, or you're doing competitive rounds, and it does get that hard where you tap wherever you can. I've had people tap me in the face before, girl, I think it was Liz, caught in a triangle or something like that, and she tapped down and just right to the face, and she's like, "I'm sorry." And then she started laughing, and she was just like, "No, I'm not." She's like, "I just slapped you in the face to tap." Right, but it happens a lot. But then that brings up to the next topic, knowing how to moderate your intensity with females. So as much as the internet would like you to believe the opposite, there is a difference in strength and size and everything between genders. Mm-mm. There is.
We're all equal.
Yeah, right. We're all equal. Don't even get me started on it. But we're all equal. So and then with size in general, okay? If I go with 135 pound men as a 195 pound, 200 pound male as well, I can still go fairly hard. Like, I'm not trying to just smash them, but if I do try to smash them, we had a 145 pound guy that was really, really good. And we would put our weight into him a bit, and he was fine. You know, he got used to, because he would compete absolute divisions, he would go heavyweights, whatever. Didn't matter. So we put our strength in it because he was so flexible and he was fast and he was technical that sometimes our advantages as a bigger individual who is a little bit older, less mobile, is to use a bit more weight, right? A little bit more gravity assist. I'll do that with him. The same for a female, I will not.
Yeah.
You know, I won't drop 195 pounds of my body weight compressing somebody into the ground like I will a man. I don't even do it for men that have like 145. I won't put all of my force down on them. Like, it's just not fair.
I feel like that should be just a common courtesy. I mean, I know it's not, but I feel like it should be.
Right. I mean, you would think that it would be. But surprisingly, there is a lot of men, especially when they first start, that their 100% goal is winning.
No, I know.
And you know what? And the funny thing is that we are close to a base, but we are also close to a lot of labs, engineering places, things like that. So we get a lot of quote unquote nerds who come in. And we call ourselves nerds as well. I mean, I came from aerospace engineering, building. One of our other Muay Thai coaches, head Muay Thai coaches, is a mechanical engineer and does nuclear science and stuff like that. Like, we have a lot of us in there that
you all are nerds.
We all are nerds, right? And some of the best fighters in the world are nerds.
Yeah.
But the thing is that we come from some of these backgrounds that you've never been like on a team sports, like doing team sports like your whole life. So as men, when we're coming up in middle school, high school, even after that, when you're doing these sports, you learn body control, right? I mean, women do, I'm sure too. Like, you learn how to like know where your body is, know how to control it, know how to bring back power, know how to apply power, you know, like you're understanding how to drive your body better.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of men who just don't know how. And I know that for women, I can't remember the razor it's called. You know, Occam's razor is the most likely cause is generally the one that you go with. It's instead of looking for all the other ones, but there's a different one. I can't think of it right now, but it's basically don't attribute malice to what can be explained by incompetence. Most of the time that's the case, but a lot of women, I've had to say it in the gym multiple times where I had to tell a woman, calm down. Like, I know you don't tell a woman to calm down, but
instantly saw red.
Chill out, relax. But you have to tell them to calm down a little bit because they get really mad. It's like, well, so-and-so went really, really hard on me. And then like, I just want to enforce. And then all of the girls like get together and they're all
We're
just
like a gang.
Yeah, you turn into
We all
you turn into a freaking gang.
He's on our list.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. It's like, this is his first day. You can tell that this dude is not athletic. He doesn't know how hard he went because he's never done anything like that. He has no like history to gauge it off of, to be like, oh, I've put this much strength into things in the past. Now I can put this much strength here. Like, he has nothing. He has no historical data in his head of how hard to go. So he goes, and then he's noticing that the girl is giving him a lot of resistance and a lot of like strength back. And he just starts pushing more in because he's like, okay, well, I'm at a martial arts gym. I think my goal here in sparring is to win.
Yeah.
And they don't know. But then the girl gets mad. He's like, oh, he's going super hard. And he was being kind of a dick. And he was putting his forearm in my face. And he was pushing this out, my legs out of the way. And he was trying to smash me and stuff like that. And they get mad. And they all want blood. And I'm like, whoa. I'm not saying calm down.
But calm down.
It's not his fault. He, as a man, is still also trying to learn. And trying to come in here for the first time and trying to understand. And he just got done going with a man who just smashed his ass.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, okay, well, my historical data now is that I got smashed. So that must be how I do it. And then he goes in and smashes. There's no maliciousness.
Yeah.
You know, he's not trying to hurt people. He just literally has no data to tell him what to do, right? So we have to take a step back, and women have to understand, like, tap early and communicate. Like, you have to communicate, and you don't have to communicate like a dick either, right? Because we'll have, I'll have women say that to men and be like, well, you don't need to go fucking that hard, and like with that attitude and whatever. And like, guys don't need to hear that. I mean, if you communicate with them, like in general, they're already probably going to be embarrassed in general that you had to communicate something like that to them.
Yeah.
But and then if you like add that little bit of snap sarcasm or that little bit of like attitude with it, guys don't respond well to that. You can be forceful as a man. If I'm correcting another man, I can just be like, hey, bro, tone it down. Like, it's just firm, it's straight, it's whatever. That's how men, like, that's how we process things. But if like I have a female that go, wow, you don't have to act like that. You don't have to be pushing me like that. Like, maybe you should check yourself. Maybe you should back off. Like, whatever. Like immediately, it hits us. We're like, oh shit. Like, it does two things. One, it either irritates us, if you're me, or two, it makes a guy not want to continue.
Yeah.
And he may not have very much confidence in general. And now all of a sudden you took what little confidence he has. And you're like, oh, well, I really suck at this. And the girls here hate me. I should quit.
Yeah.
You know, because then the girls all tell each other, and then I'll like look at them side eye, because that's how girls are. They're gangs, little gang warfare there. So anyway, so how you communicate with men, but you have to communicate with men. As a female, I'm not a female, but as a female training, communicate with men. If a man is going too hard, tell him. If a man is using too much weight, tell him. If like men will happily, in 99% of cases, and if they don't tell me, and I'll kick them out, they will modulate it back. They will bring it back. Most of the time, they don't know.
Yeah, they don't realize
they
how
don't
much
realize that they're doing it. They don't
pressure or
understand that they're
strength
doing
actually
it.
putting into it.
And then they're not trying to. It's just, I'm 200 pounds. I've never worked out a day in my life. I don't know that I'm 200 pounds. I've never grappled before. Like, you're expecting me to have this knowledge going into this that I don't have any knowledge in.
Yeah.
You know, and expecting me to know how to use my body in this way that I've never done before. All right. And you had one kind of following this with specifically with women.
Yes. Well, it's the famous double standard. So we always cry about the fact that
so all the women gang right now,
I know,
go for her.
My blood.
Not me.
Hey, you're all
I
gonna
think
hate
you're
me.
all perfect.
Lies. Don't believe that. But we hold that double standard. We come in here and we're all upset because somebody just went strong and hard on us. But we turn around and we're like, well, you're a 200-pound man. I should be able to go strong on you, and it shouldn't matter. But now we're living that double standard, right? It's the same. We see the same thing happen in Muay Thai. Like, women get all pissy because the men are hitting them too hard, but they're like, well, I'm a 105-pound female. I can hit you as hard as I want, and it's not going to do any damage.
Besides Jackie, we don't got no 105-pound females. Like, well, they all hit hard.
Fine, 125. But anyway, you hit hard.
Yeah.
You've been training. You know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And some of these guys that you're training with are newer and don't know. And so when you hit them hard, they return that by hitting back hard because they're matching you. Mm-hmm. Right? So we can't sit here and we can, we obviously do it. But you need to remember that if you're going to be mad that somebody's going hard on you, don't turn around and be that guy, because I can tell you right now, none of them or very few of the dudes will go to Rick and be like, man, Rick, that girl was going really hard on me. Like, can you tell her something? Like, they just sit there and they...
Guys, if you do that, I will hug you. I will give you a hug. There. but no,
right?
It's 100%
the dudes don't complain about it, but they remember.
It's in our ego not to do that.
Yeah, but they remember. And so the next time they roll with you and they do go a little bit hard and you're upset about it, that's the reason why. Yeah. Is because they remembered last time they rolled with you.
It's not like revenge. It's not like malicious. No. They just think like, oh, well, that's the standard. It's like literally just logic, black and white with a lot of men in this.
That's what I mean.
It's not like... We're not like, no offense, the women who have a lot of nuance to all these emotions where they're like, I'm going to get revenge on that girl. She can't sit with us. We wear pink on Wednesdays. I use that line so much. But no, it's like we just go like, oh, this girl goes intense on me. So she's somebody I can go intense with. Yeah. I can go hard with her. This girl goes really light with me. I'll go really light with it. It's very, very input-output logic-based.
Correct.
And yeah,
I mean, there are you're gonna have your far right. You're gonna have your far out on this side of of dudes or females that just, they don't know their own power, never will, they're never going to rein it in. But you learn that, and you learn either that, okay, I'm just not going to train with that person anymore. Other people can. Or you learn like that's just how the style is going to be. So I'm going to adjust my training with them to make sure that I'm protecting myself, right? You're going to have that far out. So don't come at me in the comments of, well, this person always goes hard and they've been in the gym for 10 years, and I get it.
We do have
I get it. Every gym is going to have those. You're going to have your outliers. But for the most part, there are not dudes in there that are like, I'm going to fuck this girl up.
Yeah.
Like,
and for the most part, when you do run into those guys, because we do have a few, and then this is a thing for guys. Guys, if you've been there training for that long and you can't control your power against a female, maybe don't spar.
Right? Don't
like
do
if you really can't control your power, like we have a few guys that have been doing it for a little bit older, like a little bit bigger, like and the girls will constantly tell me like, I can't spar him because I get hit and like I go flying with this. And the guy doesn't know it. Again, it's not malicious. He just has no control. And then they feel really bad when the girl tells them that, but they also just don't know because they have so much mass behind them sometimes that they like literally can't feel it because it's just the amount of energy it takes to move their leg. But their leg is like 100 pounds. So you're still getting hit by 100 pounds. So you're just like, and go flying.
Yeah.
But the other side of that, I have girls that are 120 pound, 125 pound fighters who have busted me up. Like, because I'm going light, I'm kind of touching whatever, because I'm 200 pounds. And I'm going light, I'm kind of touching, I'm moving and whatever. And they just right in the middle catch me with some of my nose is bleeding, my lips busted. And I'm like, all right, I got to be a little bit more defensive with these. And I play a little bit more defensive, but I try not to bring my power up. Just because it's one of those things for a man. I'm not saying like I try not to match the intensity because I know that there is more mass behind my punches, but it also is extremely hard. And I will say this, and a lot of our bigger guys will kind of probably corroborate this, is like, if you have a smaller person and they're really fast and you're a bigger person and you're not very fast, sometimes the only thing that you can do to just keep up and defend yourself is to put more power in. Like that's all you can do because like I can't make myself faster.
Yeah.
To match you. And if I try to match myself with speed against somebody who's faster than me, I'm just going to get tagged up. So I have to use a little bit more power to do that. Or I just get beat up for a round. And if you want to accept just like, whoa, the guys should just get beat up for a round. Okay, well, that doesn't really help them either.
Yeah.
So,
so that's not very fair.
No, like, it's not.
You're going to sit there and say that, well, they should just take it. They're a man. Well, okay, then I guess you should just take it. You're a woman. Like, why are we having that weird double standard? Like,
I like this side of it.
I know. It drives me crazy.
It's like, it's like my internal is coming out in her voice. But anyway, so it's something that we have to consider. Also, going through this as well, men, don't be creepy. Like, I know that's a thing that a lot of women complain about, that men can sometimes be creepy and stuff like that in the gym. There is things that men don't mean to do, and then there are things that men knock it off. Like, if you're a new guy, I've had this happen before, and you're like, hey, let me help you throw that punch. Let me show you some stuff. Like, let's go to the back room and work on the bags and stuff like that with this girl. We've literally had it. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, white belt, chill out. Like,
listen, you go sit on the bench.
Yeah, you ain't coach. You ain't coach. Like, I don't care if people try to help each other in class. Like, hey, like, why don't you turn over this kick? Hey, why don't you do this? I don't care if women do it for men. I don't care if men do it for women. And if you have a problem with a man telling you to do that, then work with women. Like, I'm sorry, but we're all there to help each other, and it should not be like mansplaining or gender roles or any shit like that. Just everybody get each other better. Men, don't go out of your way to constantly try to correct a female because she's a female. Women, don't go out of your way to constantly not take correction because it's a male, right? We're all there to help each other, but men, don't go out of your way and be like a creep, like, well, let's stay after and we'll work in the back room together. Like, bro, get on Tinder. Go away. Like this is not where, don't slide into no DMs here. Yeah. It was great training with you tonight. Well, we're going to actually have another video on dating in the gym, but don't slide into no DMs. Don't make awkward comments or things like that. Keep it to yourself. Like, like if you think about these things, if that's something in your personality where you just like are a joking, whatever, just keep it to yourself. You know, like say it to one of the guys, right? We'll all probably laugh and look.
Slide into Rick's DMs.
Slide into my DMs. My DMs. I don't get anybody sliding into my DMs.
Aww.
I know. It would make me feel better if more people slid into my DMs.
All right, listen, slide into Rick's DMs, dudes. He's waiting for it.
Yeah, in general. But so pretty much it. You know, keep it controlled, guys. Like, be considerate. Women, don't jump to the conclusion that a man is malicious just because he's going hard. Assume that he just doesn't know what he's doing and communicate. Let him know what he can be doing to make the experience better for everybody. And don't say it in a way that belittles him or makes him lack confidence or want to quit. All in all, the goal of the gym for every single person should not just be for your own goals to be achieved, but also that everybody else's goals are achieved and that the gym is growing. Because the more members that you can have in the gym, the more training partners you have, the more different body types you have, the more like none of us can do this on our own.
Yeah.
Like I can't roll with myself. I mean, I can, but it would be weird and probably uncensored on like X-rated or whatever. I'm just be awkward and like, anyway. So we can't roll with ourselves. We can't train with ourselves. I definitely can't spar myself. So you need training partners, right? And if you are trying to have versatile training partners to like, you know, achieve different goals or be better at fighting or whatever, that only happens when you have more people training at the gym. And that can only happen if you as an individual, as well as the coaches, as well as everybody around you, creates an environment in which people don't feel uncomfortable being there, right? And if you're being an ass every single time somebody messes up because they don't understand it, you're making it so that person doesn't want to continue training.
Yeah.
So if the issue continues, come to me. You know, come to one of the other coaches and be like, this guy's going really hard. And coaches notice that. Like if I have a new white belt who I know goes hard and he just hasn't figured it out, I won't match any of our women up with him. I'll match all of the big guys up and the big guys will make him controlled.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we do. Like we'll be like, hey, chill out. Like, and that goes for men too. Communicate, right? You don't answer a guy going hard by smashing him. That doesn't help him because then his answer is like, okay, well, I just need to try to get weight. I'm going to lift more weights. I'm going to talk to Cassie about lifting weights so I can smash him back. It's like, that doesn't help anything, right? You're not achieving anything. You're not solving anything. So everybody needs to communicate. Everybody needs to have the intention or the mindset that everybody's intentions aren't malicious, and unless they are, and they kick them out. But
I think something that Jason teaches the kids is something that can easily be applied, which is take care of your partner. Take care of your training partner.
Yeah.
Like he drills that into the kids all the time. Like, and I feel like it should be drilled into the adults too. Mm-hmm. Take care of your training partner. Like,
I say it all the time, especially on times where we're doing leg locks. If somebody gets injured in a leg lock, it is the individual's fault who is applying the leg lock. Mm-hmm. And I will never go back on that. It's like if I have a heel hook on somebody, people will be like, well, but he didn't tap, coach. I'm like, well, then you should have been the smart one and been like, oh, he's not tapping. Maybe tell him to tap. If he still doesn't want to tap, I'm not just going to cripple him. I'm going to be like, oh, you know, you have a family to feed. You have a work to go to tomorrow. I'm going to put my ego to the side. I'm going to let it go. And then I'm going to have a talk with him afterwards. You know, be like, hey, bro, like, I want you to be able to walk tomorrow.
Like, just tap next time.
Just tap next time. You were dead to rights. There was,
right?
You could not have gone anywhere. You were dead to rights. Like, in this, like, just tap. All right? So communication, that's the biggest thing. Don't be taking no girls into the back room to train them on your special kickboxing or whatever. Don't be a creep. But also at the same time, you know, be considerate of your training partners. And that's how I would say to train with women. You got anything else?
Mm-mm.
Cool. Awesome. Well, hope you guys enjoyed that one, and we'll see you guys on the next one.